I can't wait. No, it's not that one. Fuck.
No, we skipped that one. Sorry. But we
Enough.
are here to talk about the main event here, which took place this past Saturday in Chicago. Lot to discuss, lot to get, a lot to kind of get off of our chesticles here. So this all went down in Chicago. It was only 4 matches, and I feel like I say this a lot for WWE PLEs now. Well, there's only 4 matches. There's
Love
only
it.
5 matches. The only time they really break that rule is WrestleMania. But other than that, even the SummerSlams are very low on matches. I feel like it gives more time for the entrances and for the actual matches to develop over time. But I gotta ask:
Are you not a fan? I was gonna say you sound like you're not a fan of this. Are you not a fan of this?
of the small amount of matches?
Yes.
I am and I'm not. I feel like I'm a fan when they all hit. Like if you can give me 4 matches, 5 matches, and they all cook in their own little way, okay, cool. But they've done some 4 or 5 shows where like 2 or 3 are just like, oh my god, they're tough to get through. And this show as a whole wasn't really all that bad. But first and foremost, because I was having this conversation with my wife as we were watching it, because my wife said to me, she goes, "You know what you should do on your show?" Which is what she does to me every day. Every day, she'll see something on her phone and goes, "You should talk about this on your show. Watch this." And so we're watching The Chamber, and I guess she had a memory of me saying that we did like best of SummerSlam, best of Royal Rumble recently. And she goes, "Why don't you do like one of those best of things that you did but with the chamber matches, like just chamber matches?" And I said, I can't do that because every chamber match past, I want to say 2006 or something like that, it all took place in this new chamber. What do you feel about this new chamber? Do you like the way that this chamber looks and the way that because this chamber to me, I'm kind
I
of
think it's fine. What's wrong with it?
no, because the way that I explained it to people, people look at me like I'm fucking stupid, but I have a deranged wrestling mind. And the original Elimination Chamber match, I remember in the promotion when they were talking about it for the very first time, it was like 16 tons of pure steel and all this other stuff. But the phrase that Eric Bischoff said in that promo that I feel like was used in every promo after up until a point, and I think it stopped right around the new cage or the new chamber, where there's a line where he says, "A structure that was created to punish the humans that enter this chamber." And I remember it was the wire, it was the chain walls with the durable plexiglass, and the area outside of the ring was metal and gates. And do you remember in the video game when you used to like part of your moves in the Elimination Chamber match in the video game was to toss the guy over the top rope? Because every time you tossed him hard over the top rope, he'd hit the metal and he would take damage. Everywhere you went in the chamber, you took damage off the chamber pod, or if you went into the cage. Now everything is padded and it's so comfy. It's like a big metal pillow. Everything in there is, and the glass on the chamber. Whenever you put some guy through it, it was like a big wow factor because it was supposedly like bulletproof glass, and it always held up. And they didn't start.
So are you referring to the round one?
Yes, the circular one, the one that went all the way around in the
Okay.
circle like that. This is the old one. And it was hard to break that. Even when they were trying to break it, they'd have to like kick it in like it was a whole deal. This past chamber, who was it? Was it
Multiple people? Both the guys and the girls went through.
Yes, I know, but there was one in particular. I think it was Logan Paul. He went in one side, kept going, and went out the other side. And I said, "Well, what the fuck are we doing?" He just did like a whole Wile E. Coyote thing and just went. I said, "All right, so that means nothing. These are all bullshit now." So I'm not. That's why I was asking, because I'm not a fan of this new cage. I know that it's safer, and I get it, but this safer is good for the long term. Don't get me wrong, but then don't do the match. You know, don't have a chamber match if you can't go all the way. If you're worried about injuries, don't have the fucking. At the very least, don't have it once a year. Then break it out on special occasions when you really want to fucking wreck some people and really want to get the point across. Just like Hell in a Cell. When Hell in a Cell became a yearly thing, it lost all of its meaning. That's why they stopped it. So now Elimination Chamber to me is absolutely fucking next. I don't need it anymore. If you're not gonna go all the way with it, then fuck it. Just leave it alone. But that's my own cross to bear. We take you now to the first match. Let me pull that up so we can do this correctly, okay? Boom. First match was the opening match. It was the Women's Elimination Chamber match. It contained Rhea Ripley. It contained Tiffany Stratton, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Kiana James, and Raquel excuse me, Rodriguez. Now, I had made Raquel my pick. I had said, let's go. Powerhouse for powerhouse. Easy win for Jade. Both of them get the momentum. That was my logic. And I was looking good for most of this match. Raquel came out last. She had the mic on. Everybody was hearing her talk her shit. She was Tahana bombing bitches. Everything was going good. And then she lost.
She lost, but to me, they made a statement with how she was conducted in that match where I'm not saying she's the one, but she is getting a push. They're going to do something with her for sure.
And I also like the fact that the audience made their statement because they weren't happy when she got eliminated.
Oh no, she was fucking shit up, man. She did great in this match. My first gripe with this is just how slow it started. It started so slow. It was so slow. It wasn't really until who was 3? Asuka. Asuka came in and kind of ramped it up a little bit. She ramped it up a little bit. She started to speed it up. There was too many. Like, you guys are in there. You're the first two. You need to get this going. Make this look like a one-on-one match. It did not look like that. Asuka came in, started kicking it up, and then as people started to get released, it got a lot better. But again, to your point, she looked really fucking good in this match. And then even on Monday when they made a hint about challenging for the Intercontinental belt, like they're putting her out in the front. They're trying to see what she can do. So hopefully she keeps doing her thing because she was fantastic in that chamber.
She was. She did a good job. Like you said, Asuka picked it up. Kiana James. Can we chill? Can we let her have some matches? Can we? What a standout performance! She did all right. She didn't do bad.
I think she did good. I didn't think she did all right. I think she did good. No,
she got, with the exception of her nipple coming out, everything.
I don't like her body language.
Well, she's still new.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm giving her time to grow. I'm not saying she's bad. I actually really like her. She has a good look. My problem is I guess that's my problem. Like, I feel the green, and I don't feel like I should be getting that from her.
Why not?
Not even like she doesn't. I don't know. It's hard to. It's very. It's very small, but right. There's just something with the way that she moves. Just feels a little like she just
not comfortable yet.
She needs to refine a little bit. There's something missing.
And I can tell you why you're holding her to that expectation, because if you're going to be on the main roster, it should already be gone. You should be ready to be on the main roster. Not
I don't know.
Go to the main roster and then let's give her time. Like, no, NXT is that time.
I was gonna give you that. I was actually going to go in that direction. And as I was about to say it, I remember Javon exists. And I don't want to give her the criticism of you should be ready and then not have that same criticism for Javon. Now, We'll get to him. We'll get to that boy. But I want to be fair. And if I'm willing to give Javon that time to grow and stuff like that, this is a different ball game than all those other places. She's good. I don't have any gripe with her. She needs some more reps. I think that's it. She just needs some more reps.
I think that's an apples and oranges conversation, though. Javon and Kiana aren't really like, I don't know. Kiana's athletic, but she can't. Javon is special. I would give Javon a pass on that. Like, I'm not saying Kiana's not good or that Kiana's not going to be good, but you can very clearly see that there's still some. She needs a little bit more time, right?
Needs a little bit more time to cook.
Yeah, Javon has those moments for sure, but when Javon is on, he's doing stuff nobody else can do. Kiana isn't doing anything that nobody else can do. She's just the most recent call up. So like for instance, I didn't see this in Tiffany when she got called up. But then again, I also remember Tiffany saying she didn't want to be called up until she was ready. Until she felt like I can be in there and do exactly what we're describing, which is just go forward and be successful. So I don't.
It was nice to watch Tiffany again. I like her without a belt.
Yeah,
I like her without a belt.
And I was nervous for a second. This is the second time in a row now, the Rumble and the Chamber, where you kind of felt like she was this close to going into the title match into WrestleMania, and they didn't do it. And I think that's great.
Because if I'm not mistaken, that was the pick that it may end up being Tiffany. I was happily surprised when they went with Rhea. When they went with Rhea, I was happily surprised because when we talked last, we were saying she doesn't really need it. She's in a great place right now, and she's working. She's doing what she has to do. She's in line. She's doing what she's got to do. But then when they pulled the trigger on it, I go, is she gonna get her WrestleMania? She's definitely taking the belt off of Jade, hands down. And then I thought to myself, I'm already making my pick. I'm gonna say the same thing in the round table when we have it too. Not only is she gonna take the belt, but Jade is going to have her best match. Oh, because if there's one thing that Rhea can do, boy, she's about to put on a showcase on how to carry a match, how to call and carry a match. And she's going to remind everybody who I promise you have not forgotten. I know no one is thinking anything negative about Rhea. She's her. She's her. She stepped away for a little bit, and just like how Roman was on his little kick when he was like, "Who else but me?"
Until it was WrestleMania time. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's fine. Y'all mad because I'm doing too much? Y'all got it. And now look what happened. Ain't nobody, I'm gonna go on my Roman rant here. Ain't nobody step up. Ain't nobody making sales. We're losing money here. We're bleeding money. I gotta come back. Not because I want to, because I have to. You know what I mean?
Because you need me to come back.
I feel like that's Rhea's run right now. So I was excited to see her take the win. I think it was the right choice. I think she's been silently, especially after that injury coming off of a massive WrestleMania. She's just kind of been not coasting, but she's been doing work on the side, doing great things. And it's going to be nice to see her have that moment again. And we'll know. She has to tell when she comes out that curtain. If she's singing, she's over.
When
she's singing, she's going over.
She is singing, she's ready to go, baby. When she starts singing,
and she sang in this chamber too when she came out. She was singing in the chamber too. So yes, this was good. I liked it. It started off weak, but it ended good. I like it.
Michael Cole grabbed my attention when he stated that this will be Rhea Ripley's 5th championship match at WrestleMania. And I said, whoa, I forgot about that. So I started thinking, what's her record in championship matches at WrestleMania? Well, 36 against Charlotte Flair, she lost. 30.
I was going to say she's
what did I say? 36? 36, I said? Yeah. 37, I was there. She won. 1-1. 39, Charlotte. She wins. 2-1. Then ours 40, Becky Lynch defends the title. She wins 3-1. But last year, the triple threat match that we said might have been match of the year, she loses. So 3-2 is the record. And now she's got Jade. So, oh boy. 36, 39, 40, 41. What did I say? 3-2? I'm sorry. She's 2-2. She's won 2 of those, and she's lost 2 of them. So, this is the tiebreaker here, and you're already making your pick, and I want you to defend that when we do the roundtable. But yeah, so yeah, this one was okay. This one turned out pretty good. No doubt about it. So we're gonna move on to the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship match. Becky Lynch, AJ Lee, and we said it last week. I said it last week. I think this is it. I think this is your chance. This generation wants to see it. Enough fluff, enough footage. We need to see you go into this ring and do it. So, Dave, did she do it? Did she impress?
Not me. She was fairly safe. Fairly safe. I don't think she did bad. I just don't think the energy is there. I just don't. I don't know. Honestly, I came out of it a little bit more of a Becky fan.
What?
And yeah, I came out of it a little bit more of a Becky fan. And the reason is because I don't know. I think it's hard. It's hard being her. It's like being a Joker with no Batman.
Oh, that's what you
mean. It's like,
okay,
It's like she's clearly the Joker. Not calling her, obviously, I'm not calling her a clown. I mean, like the villain itself. Like she is the Joker in that comparison. There, like, who's Batman? Like the way she acts, the way she's very. I always get this word wrong. Theatrical in the ring.
No, that's not wrong.
But it's not reciprocated. It's like she's playing a different game, and at times it makes her look crazy and not good and a little.
It makes it appear like she's overdoing it.
Yeah, she's overselling. She's doing shit. But if you really just kind of like take a second, and I don't know what it was about this match that made me kind of like it sit with me a little bit more, but I'm just like, fuck, man, I wish she had someone that could give her that energy right back. Someone who can counter that. Not that they have to also be theatrical, but like the person she's opposing, I think that's what it is. The people she's opposing aren't giving her a reason to behave that way. So she's still acting it, but like you're getting like dead fish in the ring with the other person.
Ooh, so dead fish.
So again, not I don't know. I just didn't get a lot of energy from AJ. Again, I'm not here to shit on her.
She was blown up.
People love her. I don't see it. It is what it is. And I almost, even outside of AJ, like, who is that other person that Becky needs to be not seen like she's doing the most? Because I'm at this point, I'm sold she's not doing the most. I just think people aren't doing enough to keep up with her in whatever way, shape, or form that looks like. She doesn't have that opposing person. So I don't know. That's kind of what I got out of the match, which is, I think, a weird takeaway. But
no, not at all.
You're making that's what I got.
You're making a lot of sense because that's a tale as old as time. When you got a baby face who doesn't have the right heel or a heel who doesn't have the right baby face, it just looks awkward. You look like a cornball baby face when you don't have a getting heel against you. And you look like a cartoony a-hole as a heel when you don't have that baby face that can get sympathy from the audience. That's wrestling 101. When Becky was making her entrance, and I do this from time to time, just to hype myself up. But I'm watching the show, and Becky's doing an entrance, and I said to my wife, I said, you know what? Tonight's a really big night for Becky. You tried to carry Maxime Dupree through this, didn't work. You tried to carry Larry Valkyria through this, it didn't work. You tried to carry Nikki Bella through this, it didn't work. Here's someone that I believe, at the very least, will hold her own. Because I didn't think AJ Lee was going to be able to get through that match without vomiting. I don't know how much ring time she's gotten in the last few months, but 11 years out of the big spotlight in a championship match on a PLE, a lot to ask. I know a lot of fans think that this is just robotics, but it's even if you've been doing this your whole life, it's hard to get up from a nap and just have a match like that. It's difficult. It's very, very difficult. So I wasn't watching this match with the assumption that AJ was going to be anywhere near as good as she was before. It's just impossible. 10 years, even if she'd been working for the last 10 years, 10 years is a long time to maintain your conditioning and your skill set. It's just hard. It's hard to do. This is coming from a 43-year-old man who used to do it damn near every day. To wake up and do it now would be fucking difficult to do. It just is. So I didn't really have a high bar of expectation for her. So for that, she met my bar as far as she didn't do anything that was ridiculously dumb. There wasn't any Nikki Bella spots where AJ just did something into the wind and Becky had to bump. So it wasn't bad and it wasn't in that vein, but there wasn't a generational dream match feel to this match. It wasn't like the best of this generation going up against the best of this current generation, you know, powers combined. Here we go. This is going to be a classic match. It wasn't that at all. But that doesn't mean that she being AJ Lee, can't get better over time. They're already booking a number one contenders match on Raw next week for her for WrestleMania. So they're obviously having plans for her to be a little bit more active in the coming weeks. So that's good. Once she gets back into the swing of things, she might start to look a little bit different. The promos. Okay. Her promos are where I have to start to check myself as a viewer. Because I'm one of those people. I was a big fan of her promo. I loved her promos from back in the day. I loved them. 2012, 2013, on fire. She was one of the best in the business. Boy or girl, doesn't matter. She comes across now very, I don't want to say stagey, but like you used the word earlier, very theatrical. She cuts her promos almost like she's delivering dialogue from a movie, kind of like. It doesn't have the same vibe. I went back and listened to some of her old promos, and apparently she's always done it. But back in that time, she was like the only good promo at the time. So it just felt really cool. Now she's in an era where everyone's cutting promos, and she doesn't really. I don't know. I'm getting a sense of revisionist history, where it's just like she was so good. So long.
Maybe in her time and the people around her, but we got talent
now. Yeah, she looks a little misplaced now. It's just like, and she's 10 years older now. She's in phenomenal shape. Daddy would still hit. I'm just saying.
There you go.
I'm just saying that Father Time gets us all, bro. Like, we'll talk about it in the next match, but her husband struggled too. Like, this is not an easy thing to do. It's very, 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 very difficult. Very difficult. But it wasn't terrible.
I would say this was her best showing. For sure. And this is
I agree with that. Yeah, it was definitely better than the other two matches.
And this is where it kind of had to be, because this is where she was like, you know what I mean? Like, this was a big match for her, especially if she was going to go over. Now is the time to do it. Again, I'm not saying anything bad about her. It's just it is what it is. I'm not saying she's like the best in the world, but she's got star power. Let's see what she does with it, and let's see who gets the rub from her.
Let's see where we go from here. We're on the road to WrestleMania. Let's see what they have in store
if it was Raquel. I'm not gonna hold you, because that belt would be perfect on Raquel right now.
Raquel and AJ, crazy. Actually, is she in that match? Let me check. I'll check after. Because up next, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match, CM Punk versus Finn Balor, and it is so good. And it feels so right to hear Catch Your Breath once again on the dial. To hear that. Yes! Unfortunately, and I said this last week when we were doing the preview, I think he's clicking too soon. There seems to be a lot of plans already in the works, and he's getting hot, I think, at the wrong time. They don't have anything for him, and I just knew going into this that this was going to be there was no way they were going to drop this title before WrestleMania. It was just
Can I say something to what you just said? I was going to say it when it was my turn, but I think this is a perfect time to say it.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Just off of what you just said, that shit made me miss Finn Balor, dude. That shit, yo, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm just like, oh my god, it's to the point where I'm looking at him come out, and I'm like, bro, I can't. I know the demon will come back at some point, and when they do, that's our tell that they're gonna pull the trigger on whatever it is they're doing with him. But I hope all this time that's been going past right now,
yeah,
has just been to let him rest. I know we say it all the time that he's injured a lot, injury prone, stuff like that, yada yada. Man, when he came out and even going through the rest, I'll let you keep going, but even going through the rest of this match, damn, I fucking miss Finn Balor, man.
Well, no, continue on.
No, what did it show you? I just miss solo Finn Balor. Like, it was just nice to kind of his music, him to do his own thing. Like, even when on Raw, when he went right back to the slowly breaking up the group shit about, are you going to be out there with me, or you want to do it on your own? Well, yeah, I mean, by my side. And then the whole stopping of the interrupting it, stuff like that kind of cost them the title and shit. Like, going back to that, I'm like, fuck, I just be done with this and let's get back to, like, all of these guys, aside from maybe one person, is set. Everyone this group did exactly what the fuck it was supposed to do. Everyone in that group, again, aside from probably one person, once this all splits apart, we'll see what happens with them. You know what I'm fucking talking about. I don't need to say nobody's name. There's one person in this group, and I'm not talking about Roxanne Perez. I haven't seen her as well. I'm assuming she's still part of it. That is gonna come out on top with this group. They're all doing great. They all have either done great or doing great. I'm saying it's time to be done. Let's go our separate ways. We got all these storylines we can tell. Let's see more Finn. Even if it's not right away straight for the belt, like you said, we have like a timeline right now with people, and he's kind of getting hot at a point where, like, then don't throw him up there right now. I don't think you need to. I mean, this fucking Intercontinental title right now is fucking hot. Like, this Intercontinental title is exactly where the fuck it needs to be right now.
Well, there were a lot of people that were hoping that Balor and Dom would meet at WrestleMania, but then they changed the belt last night.
That's fine, but we're also in a beautiful stage where we're starting to see we don't need the belt to do something.
That's true.
Which is also awesome. Fuck it, rip the belts. If anything, putting the belt on Penta. Love that. Fan-fucking-tastic. He just did a TurboTax commercial for them. Amazing. They're investing money into this dude, all right?
But he's so good at it, bro.
He's fan-fucking-tastic, all right? Everything that's going on for Penta right now, hell yes. For it. Phenomenal. Intercontinental title, dude, I would love to rewind back when we were talking about belts being fucking pointless and saying that they really need to start investing into their mid-card belts because they're just worth nothing right now. And Intercontinental titles run right now couldn't be hotter. Could not be fucking hotter. It is rolling, and you got people you can put in that card. But then back to the real point where it's like she hasn't held. She had the tag team titles, obviously, which was also a phenomenal like thing we kind of fell into. Like these two standing next to each other. It's like just get a hotel already. All right, please. Even like even on Raw, I swear to God, at one point they got so close. I was like, yo, they're gonna kiss. They're going to kiss right now. It's going to happen. Hold on. So fantastic. All that stuff's fantastic. And
Right.
she wasn't in the spotlight for the belt. So to your point, it doesn't matter if it was Intercontinental, World Title, whatever. Let them go at it because even that Penta match and Dom, I'm watching that shit like, yo, I know we keep saying this every time we see this dude in the ring. Why can Dom fucking go, dude? Dom can go. So Dom and Finn right now, like this would be awesome television. This is fantastic, dude. Finn, I'm ready for him. I'm ready to make that strong mid to top card run where he's like actually running matches and running storylines and stuff like that away from that group.
Now we're sitting here praising the challenger, but we are not going to walk by the fact that the champion didn't just come out to the ring with his usual ring music. By my man came out to the running of the bulls. Yo, when that song hit, I almost woke my son up. I screamed. I was oh shit! Now the intro he did for Punk was it was what it was, but that was not to folks. I'm a New Yorker, and in the 90s, the Bulls used to torch us every chance. Every time we saw the red on our floor, it was a problem every goddamn time. But
they torched everybody, to be fair.
I was gonna say, yeah, to be fair, they torched everybody. But
I know it felt more personal to you when you got your own ass kicked, but trust me, everyone got their ass whipped.
There is nothing that screams my childhood more than, first of all, hearing the because that was before. I mean, I was watching wrestling at the time, but they used to do promo packages before the championship games. I mean, a guy used to sit down. Was it not Marv Albert? Was it Bob Costas who used to do the voiceovers? Like a city looking for a dream. And it was like they were like doing all these things. He was like, will it be greatness who wins the championship, or will a new regime take over the NBA tonight? The NBA Finals are at NBC. Goosebumps. And that one in particular, whenever they used to do the United Center and they would do the warm-up line, and for some reason Chicago has always had those extra long nets. Their nets for some reason were longer than everybody else's. It was weird. And they would do the lineup. They would do the visiting lineups, and they would get that weird hold music. At point guard, I'm gonna show you, like for the other team, and the lights would go down. Or you see the Bulls on the screen running, and they put the logo on the floor, and you would see it on TV, but they would be so loud in the building, your TV would shake just from the bass of it. And Ray, I forgot his last name. I'm sorry, I don't remember his name, but I know his first name was Ray. The announcer with the energy, no announcer in sports has. Oh, let's start Atlanta to your defending champion, Chicago Bulls. You're like, oh shit, here he comes. I am a New York Knicks fan, and I had their lineups memorized because it was the best goddamn shit ever. And then, as great as he would sound, front forward from Southeast Oklahoma State, number 91, Dennis Rodman. Like, he had energy for everybody. But when he hit that motherfucker at the end, went from North Carolina, hot guard, 6'6", and he come out, Michael Jordan. Can you imagine living in a world where you're a sports fan, and of all the sports teams in all the world, your team has a god on it? It's like, That is insane.
Yeah.
Everybody feels confident until they hear that shit from North. You know, we
kind of makes sense now why Punk is so cocky. I mean, look what he grew up with. Look what he grew up with as his favorite, one of his favorite sports teams.
Yeah. All Chicago people. Dwayne Wade said it. Dwayne Wade said it the best. He said, "I'm from Chicago." He said, "I played with LeBron, but I'm an MJ guy. Dude, there's no way around it, son. I can't go against the GOAT, son. Are you insane?" But yeah, this was definitely easily one of the best entrances he's ever done.
It was so good.
Fire.
Absolutely good.
And then he got in the ring and the bell rang. And I got sad. I got sad. It's visible now. It's visible. You can see it. And I used to hear a lot of criticism, and I'm not saying he's out here having bad matches, but it is in slow motion. He's not that guy anymore. And that's not a disrespectful nod. Yes, he took a 10-year break. But before the 10 years, he had been rocking it pretty hard for a while. And then since he's come back, especially as champion, he's been rocking it. So it's like, this shit, I said it earlier, I'll say it here. This shit catches up with you. It just does. And he's the champion. And I get this vibe looking at it, especially when he cuts promos and he does press conferences and stuff. And when he's doing commercials and he's got the belt with him all the time. He's loving this because this is it. I think he said it on an interview leading up to this show. He's like, this could be the last time I'm ever in the United Center as a champion. Like, you know what I mean? Like in the title fight, in the big match field, in my building, this could be the last time I ever do it. So like he was already looking toward the end. You could see it coming, and it's just now he's in enjoy it mode.
He's living it right now.
Just soaking in everything that's happening right now and being the world champion and having this opportunity and working his ass off, including but not eliminating last night's comments. Which, okay, that's that promo's got people talking now. I'm sure that was the plan, but that whole thing with Roman Reigns and burying him with his father and everything he said last night. He's trying to make this the real deal. Excuse me, the real deal main event of this show. Okay, yeah, I was in the main event last year of night one. Everyone's giving me shit about the night one thing. Oh, night two really is the main event. Okay, so night two, right? I want to make night two be the main event. So let's get serious. Let's get personal, which they did. But can I ask you, if you were excited for Finn, I'm sure you're not either or on Punk, but as a match, did you get into this match? Did you enjoy it?
It was good. I actually rewatched. So I rewatched this match like 2 or 3 times because I kept falling asleep, not because it was boring, but because I haven't drank caffeine for like the past 2 weeks.
Oh no.
So I've like tried to, well, not I wouldn't say completely. I do drink tea from time to time, but like green tea, which has low caffeine. So I'm on 0 to like no caffeine. So I'm like, if I'm not doing something, I'm fucking falling asleep. So I was trying to watch it. So I actually like rewound it a few times and rewatched it back. And I thought it was my hype for Finn and my like newfound love for Punk really made this match. I thought it was enjoyable. I thought it was a pretty good textbook match between the two. It was really nice to see them. But to your point about that fucking promo, man, that shit just felt like they both were saying some real shit to each other. I obviously there's probably more behind the scene that I don't know that makes the thing make a little bit more sense. The whole burial thing, like at the end of it, I'm sitting there and my thought to you is actually very similar to what I was saying to Becky with Punk. And right before he came out, when I saw it, I'm like, man, you know, this might be his highest caliber feud, right? Top dog versus Punk, who will tell you he's the top dog, against
Right.
someone who will tell you he's the top dog. I feel like this is going to be the highest caliber match in his career. And I was like, I wonder if he's like going to turn it all the way up. And the promo seemed like he did. And man, when I tell you, when I like see them looking at each other, obviously it looked like during that promo, they both kind of was looking at each other like, oh, okay. Is that what we're doing? I feel like they both had that look in their face of, oh, okay, so we're going to talk about that? Say less. And at some point, I feel like they both had this agreement, look at each other like, okay, so let's do it.
Yeah.
We're going S tier all the way.
S tier.
You're never going to see this again. I'm giving you my top game. And the way Punk was talking, it looked like he was completely unchained. He didn't feel like he needed to, and not to take a shot at anybody, but like sometimes it really feels like Punk is holding back. When Punk first came back, remember we talked about it, and I said he seems over the top, a little aggressive. He kind of like didn't fit in with like what was happening. He felt like he was just too aggressive. And you said that's Punk. But the problem is that the people today can't keep up with him. As time went on, he pulled back. You could tell he did, and it kind of looked a little bit better. Here, it felt like he went back to that person.
Because he, and I could be wrong, but I think he feels like Roman can handle that.
Yes.
And I think Roman understands that too. Yeah.
If there's one person on this roster that has to keep up with me, it's Roman. And if there's any person in this business right now that will tell you not only can he keep up with you, but you can't keep up with him, it just really felt like they both kind of like turned on a certain level in this promo that they don't unlock for other people. That's the energy I got from it. So I'm excited to see what comes from it.
It's that other level. That one where it's just like there's very limited people in that top tier. And I was saying earlier about AJ Lee, and you had mentioned that, oh yeah, she was great for her time. And then like, you know what I mean? But now it's not as much because of the change in scenery. For Punk, I think that is the difference between old Punk and new Punk. Old Punk would have done that promo that he did against Roman against anybody. And if he buried them, he buried them. He didn't give a fuck. And I think that's what rubbed people the wrong way a lot of times. They feel like he would go too hard, whatever the case may be. He didn't go to what the situation dictated. He hasn't done that since he's been back. Like you said, he's been up and down. It really depends on the person he's going against. With Roman has built up enough equity where I think Punk probably figured in his head, even if he can't keep up with me, he's got enough cachet to where I'm still going to be the underdog in this no matter what. So I gotta, in his head, he's probably figuring I have to swing for the fences. This is somebody on Twitter said this, so I can't take credit for it, but I wish I can give credit to the person because I can't remember who it was. It's Superman versus Doomsday. Superman normally holds back. He can't hit criminals with all his might on his fist. Otherwise, fucking vaporize him, obliterate him. He can hit Doomsday until the cows come home. It don't matter. He can fucking let it go, loosen up, and fucking all right, bitch, here it comes, because Doomsday doesn't get knocked out. And that's what happened. That's Roman Reigns. Everybody that ever burned Roman on the mic, when they came back for seconds, when they came back for the tribal chief, all got smoked. All of them. Roman doesn't fucking play now. Now he's got his formula down to a fuck. Like he said, remember the interview? He said, I got the formula. I know how this shit goes now. He's very, very tough to beat in any aspect. So Punk, like I said earlier, Punk's looking at this as his last real run. This is his last real run. So this could be his last WrestleMania main event. And let's be fair about it. There's no bigger opponent for anybody at WrestleMania than Roman Reigns. Nobody has more main events in WrestleMania history. He's the guy. He's him. Period. It's not a fucking debate. All these people online, he's a part-time wrestler because the full-timers can't keep up. He's giving them a chance, and they keep falling on their face. So Punk drew the short straw. He's got Roman Reigns at WrestleMania for the world title. This was a pretty good match. At the end of the day, this is the result we were going to get. It's going to be Punk. It's going to be Roman. It's going to be night 2 in Las Vegas. Mm-hmm. This is going to have a big fight feel. So we'll see what happens with that dope match.
Mm-hmm.
And now our last match here, the Elimination Chamber for the men. Yeah, he's applauding. And his sound buffer is eliminating the sound.
Well done. Well, good, because it's obnoxious. I'm the one doing it, and it's pissing me off. So, so well done.
So you liked it. You liked it.
Well fucking done.
Okay. Now,
well
let's ask this. The performance, well done?
Yes.
Or just the way that they structured everything and the story they told all the way up until the end?
Yes. Everyone in here came out a winner.
Fair.
Who lost?
No, I'm agreeing with you.
I'm asking. I'm not saying that.
Oh, yeah.
It sounded like you were contesting me. I'm asking you the question: who lost coming out of this?
So if I'm going to, because I got the 6 names in front of me right now, if I'm going to pick one person who probably didn't come out looking all that great, of the 6, and I don't even think this person did a bad job either. But I don't think Trick Williams really surprised anybody in this matchup.
Really?
Yeah, wasn't a takeaway from me. LA Knight made news for all the wrong reasons. Javon Evans did okay. I was a little underwhelmed, but no, he did fine.
Really?
What he was supposed to do. Logan was a surprise for me. The way they booked this kid in this fucking match was a surprise to me. I didn't think Logan was out here Brock Lesnar
knocking them down.
1 elimination, 2 elimination, 3 elimination, 3 elimination, bitches. He was just, and he was counting them. He was like a 3 there, a 3. Yeah, I don't think this was a bad match at all. I say saying Trick did the worst is like saying, this really, really cool thing was the worst out of a bunch of other really cool things. Trick, first of all, that new entrance is fire. I love the new entrance with the rotating thing and then the lights pop on. Oh, that Trick, get on, walk, that Trick. I need to add Booker T's ad-libs to his music. I can't hear the song without the yeah, that shit, let's go. Oh man. Oh, did you see that there's a side note to Booker T? There's an achievement on 2K26 when the first time you execute Stephanie Vaquer's Devil's Kiss, it unlocks an achievement that says somebody check on Booker, because Booker used to always go nuts. They start doing that move. Who was the guy that you felt like? Who was the guy that you looked at?
All of them. They all won for me. All of them. And it's funny. I like your takeaways because as the filthy casual, I will tell you that I saw things a little bit different. I feel like with some of my contention with some, like for instance, I didn't want Javon to start because I wanted him to come out big. I wanted him to come out doing his thing. But as I watched it, I'm like, you know what? I'm wrong for that. Because I'm dead wrong for that. You know why? Because I put him in a box. And I'm doing this thing because he's young, he's green, he's gonna go out there and try to wow. But he wrestled a match. Like, he didn't do it, he still did his bouncy shit, but he didn't rely on the bouncy to execute his moves and the match as it went. So I love that he didn't use this opportunity to, in our own stereotypical way, someone's got to die, someone's got to high fly, someone's got to be crazy. And he did not do that at all. I actually don't think he had The one spot that I thought he was gonna go crazy on is when they were on top of the chamber cage and he had got hit, and I thought he was gonna do something nutty, but he really kind of didn't do anything.
No, he ended up doing a really shitty frog splash. I didn't like that frog splash.
Yeah, I didn't like the frog splash. He was scared. He was a little scared on that frog splash.
He didn't want to. He didn't want to murder the guy he was landing on.
He broke the fall with his foot. Yeah, I saw that. But at the end of the day, right? I'll give you that. But at the end of the day, my point to that is that right there to me was a setup for him to kill himself, and he played it safe, which again went the opposite direction. But my point is, he wrestled a match without trying to use the chamber as a stage to be too big. He's doing this thing where he's trying not to sell himself as the high flyer while being the high flyer and executing actual wrestling and not relying on a stereotype, which was awesome. I love that. Trick.
Yeah.
I think he cleaned it up here, man. There was something about him just seemed again, we'll go back to the green thing. It felt a little green. They kept leaning into the Booker T. I know the resemblance there. I'm sure they have a history and stuff like that with the Booker T.
That's Unk.
God damn, if he didn't actually look like fucking Booker, and I fuck with it. I liked it a lot. He didn't feel nearly as sloppy. His presence as being a bigger guy came through. Like I definitely felt like he was a bigger guy. He was a little bit slower, but a lot more powerful. He didn't seem like he was hesitant. He looked really refined here. Like this was a good place to showcase that, and I'm +1 to Trick for me on this one. He was fucking great. It sucked that LA Knight didn't go over. We both felt like he needed to go over. Again, I'm going to refer back to that TurboTax commercial. They love putting this motherfucker on commercials. He must be amazing at reading scripts because two off the top of my head, but for someone who's taken as many L's as he has, man, I think the consolation prize is, look, you're not going to win anything, but you're going to get a bunch of endorsements. Like you're going to get paid. We're going to pay the fuck out of you, right? But you're not going to win anything.
We got TurboTax, Slim Jim. There was another one that he was doing. It was like an exercise thing. I can't remember.
Yeah, you're not going to win anything, but you are going to be the most paid endorsed motherfucker in the WWE. Cody was fine. I thought my fears what they were going to push Cody over, but Cody just ran the match. He ran the match. They told some story. They got some story off with Cody there, and I love the fact that it looked like Randy and Cody were on the same page, and I absolutely love the Viper taking advantage of the situation where you thought they would adapt it up. It felt like, especially with Cody, god damn it, fucking hugs for everybody, bullshit. I felt like they were going to dap it up.
Pleaser.
They were going to dap it up. They got rid of the outside interference. You and me one-on-one. Let's do this. Viper said, fuck that. Boom. Crushed him, pinned him the fuck out my ring. I love the way they ended that. I love the storytelling. I love costing them the match. All that was fucking awesome. This chamber was actually amazing. It was really fucking good. It showcased everyone well. It told some story at the end. I'm okay with the winner, Randy Orton. That's fantastic. Dude, I'm ready to go. This road to WrestleMania is starting out pretty good for the men, for sure.
So right now, as it stands, the 2 world title matches are set. It's going to be CM Punk and Roman Reigns.
Huge.
And it's going to be Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. Huge. Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship. Liv Morgan versus Stephanie McMahon for the World Women's Championship. And we're just getting started for the build for this WrestleMania.
See that promo with Liv? She's talking her shit, bro. Liv talking that shit, bro. Yo, I'm telling you, I don't know. That card looks solid already, dude.
That Liv's out here living her best life, bro. She really out here thinking she a goddamn star, bro.
She's a star.
She's living that one.
Dude. I hate to say it, dude. She's a fucking star, man.
I held out hope for LA Knight all the way up until the slip. Now hold on a second. Let's talk about the slip for a second.
Saw the slip and my brain instantly said they were right this whole time. They were right. And I'm like, fuck. Dude.
Me and Steph were both, I think Steph was on her phone. I was typing on my laptop. We're going back and forth. When he slipped, we both looked to the chair and went, that's it. Forget it. He's out.
If he was gonna win, that's the moment they keyed into the ref's ear and he said, plan 2.
Said, never mind.
Plan B. Switch it.
Tell him to take a bump. That's it. Damn, dude, I also forgot to mention at the beginning of this that remember I told you that TBD was supposed to be Jey Uso. Jey Uso had won that much with Bronson Reed as an audible. They ran an angle on Friday that got him out of the chamber, and Logan Paul ended up taking his spot. That's how Logan got in. They're setting up the Usos for a tag team title match at WrestleMania. I'm not entirely sure just yet on who the opponents are going to be. It looked for a minute there like
Austin
it was going to be. Yeah. But then now I'm hearing that Seth might be doing something with the Vision at WrestleMania. I'm not entirely sure. We have to watch the television show to figure out more how that's going to go. But there's a lot of moving parts right now. And I personally, I know people are going to not like this. I like the chaos aspect of right now.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact that right now it's like, all right, but who's he going to wrestle at? Yeah, like, yes, I like that right now. I like the fact that as someone who's been watching for years, I don't know who they're building towards.
Right.
I don't know for sure. Like, we all have our speculation and we all have our ideas of who it could be or who it should be. But as of right now, we don't really know. Right now, we have the 4 title matches in place. That's our granite. That's set in
I was
stone.
going to double down and say not only to your point, what you just said, but the matches we do have, fire.
Yeah, it looks good.
We got heat already.
Yeah, so we just need to now. They it looks like they've cemented their foundation, their base, and now they're just trying to figure out whatever. There's rumors of they're doing El Grande Americano versus Americano at AAA.
Did you see the promo with them going in and out of Spanish?
Yeah,
and he like, grazie.
Grazie, yeah. And then the 3 of them went, that's not even Spanish. Like,
bro, that's Spanglish they were talking. And I don't think any of them are Spanish, right? None of them are Spanish.
None of them are Spanish. Having Pete Dunne in a luchador mask attempting to speak Spanish slang is one of the top funniest things I've seen in the history of
that promo is phenomenal. Whatever they're doing right now is fantastic. Dude.
Not to mention, can I also throw in there and I was thinking about this. One of my favorite things on Raw, and I know people hate it. It's one of my favorite things. Whenever Kyrie's talking to someone and Asuka goes, Kyrie! And she does the whole, okay, I'm coming, and then she leaves. It's one of my favorite things. And little by little, Kyrie accidentally eliminated Asuka from the Rumble, and that led to a backstage thing where when you leave the Rumble and you go to the back, they take a golf cart and they drive you to the locker room area. And Asuka got in the golf cart and Kyrie tried to get in, and she kicked Kyrie out. And she told the driver to drive, and the driver was driving, and Kyrie was trying to catch up to the golf cart, and Asuka just kept cursing her out while they were driving by. Then it was Asuka had won her Elimination Chamber match. It was telling Kyrie that she needs to win hers so that they can get into the chamber together so she can help her win. And Kyrie goes, don't worry about it, I got it. But then she didn't win her match. She lost. So then she got mad at Kyrie for losing her chamber match. And then after the chamber match last night on Raw, she was upset with Kyrie because she feels that she lost because Kyrie didn't get into the chamber like she promised she would. So they're yelling at each other. And AJ Lee walks by and tells Kyrie, are you all right? Are you good? She's like, hey, just let me know if you need help. And then she did it at Kyrie. And AJ sold it, but Kyrie didn't. And then my wife
was numb.
My wife goes, the abuse has finally set in. She doesn't even fucking feel it anymore. And I'm like, is this a Mania match? Is that what we're headed toward? Because they've got a ton of footage of these two
abusing
each other. Or Asuka abusing Kyrie for forever now. I was like, is this leading towards a Kabuki Warrior match at WrestleMania? Because
singles match between the two would be fire.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm on board.
Yeah.
I'm on board. Pick a night. That's one of those I don't care which night is on kind of matches. Like, no, I'm on board. Yeah. I am very, very okay with that. But that's my point. I love the idea that there's a million different ways that this could go, and I'm excited for it all. We are officially done with the Elimination Chamber, which means that is the last exit where we've got our gas, we filled up the tank, we've got our snacks, the tunes are ready to go. We're getting back onto the highway. Next stop is WrestleMania, boys and girls.
Yeah.
Remember what I say every year? WrestleMania is the greatest day of my life every year, and it's coming up soon. Just like right here. WrestleMania, I'll show it to you right here. You are the best. You are